What time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fridays at 2, it's time to delve in the shelves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fridays at 2, it's time to delve in the shelves.
Peace-filled greetings. Looking for your next interesting thing to read? Welcome to Delve in the Shelves. If you're new here, we research and preserve the local and national history of the Underground Railroad movement, its international connections, and its legacy to today's social justice issues. Through our many interactions and programs, such as this one, we empower people of all ages to be agents of change toward an equitable and just society. So, what's your next wise move? Hit the subscribe and bell now so you won't miss what we find next. And now, let's delve in the shelves. Today, when we delve in the shelves, we find Caribbean Canvas by Frané Lessac and New York and Slavery, Time to Teach the Truth by Alan J. Singer. First up, we have Caribbean Canvas by Frané Lessac. As we open the front cover, it reads, "The magic of the Caribbean. Warm breezes, turquoise waters, limbo dancing. It's fascinating people, places, sights, and sounds. Each person who has been to the Caribbean or dreams of visiting it will tell you a different reason for its mysterious allure." Frané Lessac, who lived on the little island of Montserrat in the Lesser Antilles, has assembled a stunning collection of her paintings of island life in Antigua, Barbados, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, Redonda, and the Grenadines. West Indian proverbs and poems from a dozen poets, including Edward Bradwhite, A.L. Hendricks, and even Evan Jones, complement this pictorial journey on the diverse charms of these small enchanting islands. Frané Lessac has exhibited her paintings in galleries throughout the Caribbean, as well as the United States, France, and Great Britain. These paintings have vibrant colors, and the island life themes invite the reader to explore different aspects of the Caribbean. Jamaican alphabet among schoolboys, A for Aki, saltfish best friend, and B for Bammy, banana, and then C for cocoa and callaloo, and D for dumpling and dukana. There are also West Indian proverbs reflected in the painting, such as siblings one might see at a daycare. Pumpkin never bear watermelon. That means that children resemble parents. This book has nice interpretations of island life, as represented in the paintings of boys fishing. Island life ain't no fun unless you're treating everybody like your brother, your sister, or your friend. Love your neighbor, play your part. Just remember, that's the art. For when the ocean fence you in, all is kin. The great poetry selections and detail in the paintings is something to spark interest in any aged reader who likes insight into the magical appeal of the Caribbean. Now, many tourists come to visit the beautiful beaches and party, but there is so much to learn about the land and the people. The book allows us to delve into aspects of each country's unique and rich history, which might also spark curiosity for us to learn more about historical aspects too. It is more than just great beaches and great vibes. I'd say this book would be an introduction for our young, wise, and Caribbean curious readers. Now, next up, we have New York and Slavery, Time to Teach the Truth by Alan J. Singer. Now, as a historian and former secondary social studies school teacher, Singer offers a wealth of new information about the past and introduces people and events that have been erased from history. The chapters start off with Erased from History. teaching about slavery, complicity and resistance, settlement, control, making choices in a new nation, debate, profiting for human misery, resistance. What students understand about slavery. That should be interesting. Time to teach the truth, books, movies, and websites, and classroom ideas for teaching about slavery. In the first chapter, Erased from History, Singer tells us how an especially knowledgeable group of young students wanted to take a walking tour of the sites they learned about in Lower Manhattan. The difficulty was that other than the colonial era African American burial ground, which was uncovered during excavations for a federal building in 1991, these sites and the slavery in New York in general have been erased from historical memory. There is not even a historical marker at the South Street Seaport in the financial district of Manhattan, where enslaved Africans were traded in the 17th and 18th centuries. And when we move on to Chapter 10 to find out what the students understand about slavery, while black and white students who attend racially segregated schools in the United States may learn the same information, they often do not understand the same about what they learn. Additionally, students were asked what they would emphasize if they were teaching younger children about slavery. As Sanger quotes what W.E.B. Du Bois wrote in 1903, "The problem of the 20th century is the problem of the color line." Now, this study suggests that in social studies classrooms at the dawn of the 21st century, this division continued to shape the way secondary school students make meaning out of the past, has implications for the way they understand the present, and will influence their behavior in the future. Now, when we get around to the classroom ideas about teaching slavery in Chapter 13, we are introduced to several examples that have been used by instructors, such as the students who translated the learning material they had gathered and then rewrote the testimony in their own words. They had figured out the meaning of what they read and drew conclusions about a disputed historical event. And in another example, there is a class that used the New York in Slavery, Complicity, and Resistance curriculum guide to create and perform a play. The students worked on researching the documents included in the play, and they edited the passages and organized the production. The mock trial they included even led to further serious discussion afterward. Now, I have got to mention that the author has dedicated this book to the accused 1741, quote, conspirators, and to Colonel Ty, and to Henry Highland Garnett, and to the thousands of other freedom fighters, both black and white, whose names have been virtually erased from history. Well, we're going to have to say that this book definitely is great for our wise, I Love New York educators who won't stop until they know a more full and complete story, one that should be taught in the schools. Check out some of our other Delve in the Shelves episodes, and thanks for watching. Here you'll be able to find out things like the Gullah Folk and Maine's visible black history. And stay tuned for a special basketball episode featuring the Young Abolitionist Leadership Institute teens, Yali, from our Summer Youth Employment Program. Until next time, get knowledge and become wise and full of understanding.